So as you can see there, my soil temp's 45. It says 46 now. I just pulled it out of the ground. And here's some of my kale plants. You can see they got really nice root ball on them. They're ready to go in the ground. Alright, welcome back to Bug-Eyed Gardener Channel. Today is Friday, March 20th. It's the first day of spring. So I've got a few plants I started inside where we're going to get them in the ground today. So I got two different kinds of kale here I'm going to put in. And I've got a couple lettuce plants. I'm going to plant some lettuce from seed too. I always start some early and put it in the ground. I got put some with seed too. So what I got here is some red borer kale and starboard kale. And I like both of those kind. We've grown those last year. I really like those ones. And I got some green iced lettuce. Now, I planted several of these pots to start, and they didn't germinate real well. And I got thinking, these seeds are like 4 years old. That's probably why, because they've germinated good every year. This year, they just can't get them to germinate. So I've only got 2 plants there. We're just gonna put the rest of this pack of seeds, there's a ton of them in here, we'll put a whole bunch in the ground. If they come up thick, we'll thin them out. So that's how we're gonna do that. So what I wanna do is take this tote here. We're gonna use this like a little mini greenhouse for a couple weeks. Now the weather, the other day we had 13 degrees here. It was 75 Sunday, and Wednesday it was 13 degrees that morning. So we've had huge temperature swings, but the outlook for the next couple weeks, there wasn't anything below like 27 or 25 or something. So we're getting there. I think we're okay to put them in the ground now. I didn't want to put them in when it was going to be 13. It'd be rough on them. But what we're going to do is take our tote. We're going to use this like a little mini greenhouse. It's just big clear tote from Walmart. Now, I've had 2 or 3 of these, 2 of them for like 5 years now, maybe 6. I think 5 years. One of them dry rotted on me last year, broke, and I got 2 lids that are broke now. So these things don't hold up that great in the sun forever, but we will use them for 2 or 3 months in the springtime every year, and I've had them for 5 or 6 years. I think I paid $9 for them originally, maybe 11. They're up to 14 now. But anyhow, they make nice little greenhouses. So let's take it. We'll put a little mark in the dirt where we're going to put our lines. All right. So I want to put my lettuce down here on the end, and I want to save a row. We're going to put some seeds in. I will go clear outside the tote here. We'll make us a little line here, just inside, a couple inches inside the tote. And then this one here, we'll make another line here. All right, we'll put those 2 plants in here. I'm gonna put some more seeds back in here just to get some seeds started. Now our kale, let's get a couple lines of this in here. I'd like to get 2 plants of each in here if I can. Let's see, I think I can squeeze them in here. We'll do 1 here, and 1 here. And then a couple extra plants we'll put some outside on the back here and some over here in the front. The reason I'm putting the back is so the deer and stuff walk up in the yard. I'm gonna put some fence around this. Usually they don't have to usually don't mess with it until summertime, surprisingly. But anyhow, that's what I'm gonna do with that. So let's take some of these seeds. I've got a little seed planter somewhere. Of course I couldn't find it. I don't know where it's at. We're just gonna go down through here, sprinkle a few of these in this line. Like I said, I don't think these are germinating real well, so we'll put them in kind of thick. If they come up thick, we'll thin them out. Let's go over here, put some in, and I'll leave room for these 2 plants right here on the inside in this tote. All right, so there's that. So this green ice lettuce, I've grown this for a couple years. I really, really like it. It's kind of a leaf lettuce, but it can make a head too if you let it go. But usually we cut it off and eat it as leaf lettuce. We're just gonna cover that up real lightly. Nothing too crazy. All right, so let's take our 2 lettuce plants we got here. And these plants are just a touch dry, which I like them that way for planting. Got a nice root ball on them. I don't know how well you can see that in the video, but they got pretty nice roots. I think I've started these 2/14 on Valentine's Day, it looks like. So let's get a hole here and a hole here. All right. And the only thing I did to prep this bed before I planted today is I took a bag of compost manure I had, and I had a little bit of potting soil left, just some scrap stuff. I just dumped it all in here, mixed it in good with my little mayonnaise. I tilled it up a couple days ago, and then tilled it up again. Let's see here. Seem to have lost my knife. We're gonna put a little fertilizer in with these. This is organic fertilizer. You can use whatever you want. I don't use all organic all the time, but this works well in the hole. I'll put a little bit on top where I planted that lettuce too. All right, put them down in. there's that. Now, let's see. Let's get... These red grew really tall last year. I had a little clip I made a couple days ago. I don't know if you can see it in this video, but this plant here is one of my, what was that called? The starboard from last year. The deer ate it off over the winter. This thing was about this tall. The red ones were about this high. They were 4 foot high. And they were starting to produce a little bit too. I just left these in here just to see what these going to do. It's not going to hurt anything. I'll pull them out here in a month or so when I get ready to put more stuff in this bed. But the red grew taller. So I'm going to put it in here. We'll do the same thing with this. I'm going to put 2, let's see. I'll put 2 in here in the tote. Let's see, get a couple good looking ones here. Oh, these got nice roots on them too. They are a little thirsty. How well you can see that root ball in there, but nice roots. We'll put this in here. This one right here. Now, I think Sunday, they're calling for 80-degree weather here where we live. I don't know if it's actually going to get that warm or not, but I probably will take this greenhouse off because that's a little too warm for these plants. I haven't really hardened them off yet, but I think since they don't get direct sunlight inside that tote, I think they'll be okay. If not, we're going to find out. I'll keep you posted and let you know how it works. I usually try to harden these off a little bit. The weather just hasn't cooperated this year. Let's get this other big one in here. All right, that's the star boar. This is the red boar. And this is the green ice. All right, let's dig a hole back here. The hole right here. Get a little fertilizer in there. We'll go ahead and put another one in the back. And another one here. So those will be outside the tote. Like I said, I think the weather shouldn't hurt them any. And I've got a couple left here. Let's just go ahead and put another green one here, and a red one here for now. I've got some more started. I might put them out in the garden or something. I haven't decided yet. This one doesn't look quite as healthy, but I think it'll be fine. All right, tamp that down a little bit where the seeds were. We're going to put a little bit of water on it. Doesn't need a whole lot. Got some roots on that, but didn't have a plant in it. That's strange. We'll throw that one out in the yard. I don't know what's in that. So anyhow, let's check the soil temperature here. I've got this thermometer I've had sitting in here. 45 degrees. I know it's going to be hard to see from there, but that's what it says. 45. I had it sitting down in there acclimating to the weather. All right, so let's give these things a drink. Now, I do have a little bit of the Jack's triple 20 mixed up in this. A light dose, about a quarter dose or so, a little bit less than a teaspoon. The soil doesn't need a whole lot. Just give this a little shot. If you want to use organic, that's fine. Use organic, but I use a little bit of this just to get them going. I will use organic here once it gets going, but this is good to get them started. You don't really need that fertilizer on the seeds, but I need a little bit of moisture in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. All right. The soil's not super dry here, so they don't need a big drink. Just enough to get them started. And we'll take our tote here. Let's put that where I had my marks. So you can see I got 2 rows of kale, the lettuce I've got started, and the seeds in there. And just to keep this thing from blowing away, I got this brick here. We'll just throw it on top. Like I said, this thing's going to be 85 on Sunday. So I might either put something over this so it doesn't get as hot, and or I might just take it off. But I don't think I want that 80-degree heat or 85, whatever. So maybe it's 80, I can't remember. But anyhow, I don't want that heat and sun directly on the plant. So I might just put something over this, kind of block some of the sunlight off of it. So we'll see what it does. But anyhow, that's how I did my little bed here. I've got a couple other little things to throw in. Got more kale plants over there. Might plant a couple more in here. I might save them for, I'm hoping to get my lid on my raised bed out there I built a couple years ago. So we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, keep watching. I'll let you know how this goes. And try this little greenhouse out. It's a great idea to get your plants started when it's cool out and in the springtime. But really works great as a greenhouse. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on the Buckeye Garden Channel.